Right, here we go. I'm just going to make one shot. What I'm doing here is, I was on my 40th birthday told by a friend of mine that I was now so old that I would never live to be a person who would go to the moon. And I thought, why not? What stops people like us going to the moon? Is it because space is owned by big business and government? And anyway, how did we get to the moon? Wasn't it by just golfing around the Earth in practice? All those NASA astronauts, they experimented in swimming pools. They went to Iceland and pretended it was the moon. They strung each other up with elastic bands. They did a whole lot of things that looked to me like people just fooling about and playing. So this is my mission here, is to play my way to the moon by practicing being an astronaut on Earth. And when I was asked, well, what are you going to do when you get to the moon, which is always a good question, what, just plant a flag and come home, I figured I would play golf, because that was in fact the one sport that has been played on the moon by Alan Shepard, who took a golf club there. So I'll continue the tradition of the one sport that is suitable to the moon. Now, so what I'm doing is trying to get 18 holes on Earth mapped out through sort of meeting people through the internet and going on walks, and then mapping those out against a map of the moon, so that by the time I get there in about 30 years time, I will have designed a suitable course for us all to play on. There'll only be room for 3 people on the ship, that I hope that we'll all co-design the ship as well, presumably. So there's only a few challenges left, really. One is to live long enough for the technology to become affordable. 2 is for us all to train properly so that we know what we're doing by the time the opportunity arises. That's about it. The third one was my ambition was to get David Bowie to come with us, which would mean trying to make him live long enough, which is again is a bit of a challenge. Except it was then explained to me by a scientist that it may be that we could create a version of him, or indeed download his consciousness, so that would give us a longer time frame for our development. So what we're doing here is, this is the second hole that goes from here to Arnold Circus, and I'm simply going to sort of make a shot each time I feel that we're roughly at a place where you make a shot on the hole on the moon. And then I'll string that together from the video, and we'll create a simulation, an Earth simulation of Moon Golf Hole 2.
So where was the first one?
The first one was actually in Soho, which was more of a problem because the police removed my green equipment, because they didn't think it was right for me to be playing golf in the middle of Soho. So that's the first one, and there's another one in the third one's in Bradford, and the fourth one's in America. So it's wherever people want to join me for a walk, and we work out that there is a possible course.